Hey everyone, David here from multitool.org. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nextool Flagship Pro. And on the table along with it I have a Leatherman Surge, which is sort of its older, more grown-up brother, to which it takes its inspiration. This will be kind of an overview of the Nextool Pro's features and most directly in comparison to the Surge, because that's basically what it's a knockoff or copycat of. Ever since some Leatherman patents had expired, a lot of the companies have just run with it, like the Wave and the Surge models here. Alright, so from the outside position, there are a few differences. The Nextool for outside opening components, we have a file, a pair of scissors. We'll go over these implements as far as how they go. Make sure I can get this out. And we'll get to the Surge, I guess, in just a moment. Outside tools, the Nextool Flagship Pro, we have a saw, a file, which is both a crosscut pattern on the bottom, metal file on the end, and a diamond on the reverse. Has a one-hand opening main blade, which is sheep's foot in style, and a large pair of scissors. It's very close to what the Surge offers on the outside. A Surge will have a large one-hand opening blade and clip point. We'll have a large pair of scissors. We'll have a fully serrated blade, and then a blade, I guess you call it a blade exchanger on the other side, one that accepts T-shank bits, so you can put like a different saws that are on the market are T-shank, and that will fit these. But Leatherman includes some saw blades with it, as well as a diamond and a regular file on the reverse. As far as the tools in the Nextool Flagship Pro and how they compare to the Leatherman Surge quality-wise, and I'm really bouncing my camera around today, guys, sorry. The saw, I felt really did a good job. The saw is really aggressive. It doesn't really appear to be bidirectional, but I was able to push-pull with this pretty well, but like other multi-tools, I had to start on the pull cut in order to get it to start working. So I didn't really have a whole lot of issues with the saw. Scissors on these work really well, and they are, I'll show you the one on the Surge. Not locked all the way. Well, they're very close to what the Surge offers. They're definitely larger than the Surge, but I feel that the Surge is more comfortable to use. I'm having that textured thumb pad and stuff on the end of the scissors. Spring mechanism, there's a lot of similarities, but the scissors do pretty good on the Nextool Pro. As far as blades go, it opens up one-handed pretty easy. Some of these Chinese manufacturers, they tend to want to round out the opening of the blade. I prefer where Leatherman tends to make their opening holes pretty clean cut. They're not sharp, but they're very defined as far as having an edge. It makes it easy to get your thumb in there and rotate that blade out. With ones like the Nextool, it's very rounded. It's all chamfered and stuff on the inside there, so my thumb doesn't get as good of a purchase on that as when I want to grab it and rotate it out. But the pivot's really smooth, and it's really easy to get that blade out, so I don't struggle at all. I like the blade shape. Blade shape is a sheep's foot style, a lot like their Sailor Pro model. The blade is made out of 50 CR13. I didn't have any issues as far as edge retention or whatnot, but then again, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I'm used to Leatherman's 420 on its base multi-tool, so this was neither impressive nor a disappointment. On the other side, kind of modeled after a Wave instead of Leatherman's exchanger there. I'm trying to manipulate two tools one-handed here. Both these are diamond coated. This is more a resemblance of a Leatherman Wave style. The coating, however, compared to a Leatherman, the diamond coating is very thin. I've used it quite a few times already, and I feel that it's already starting to lose some of its texture or abrasiveness. On the reverse, though, this is pretty aggressive file. Not as aggressive as something like my Leathermans would have, but it works okay. I've definitely seen worse out of a budget multi-tool. Seems to work. Okay. It'll get the job done. When we go to inside implements, once again, I just feel it's worth noting the Surge only because that's what it's trying to imitate so closely. And this is fixing to get real interesting, guys. I'm going to show you. I was real surprised about this. Nothing but the sound of chickens outside, huh? I neglected to go grab a bit kit, so hang on a second. All right. So, tools are pretty similar on the inside, but they have swapped some things around. Rather than having a can opener on the same side as the bit extender or bit driver, excuse me, they had flipped it around so, you know, it's swap sides with what Leatherman did. For what reasons, I'm not sure. The implements all work fine on the Flagship Pro. The can opener works really well. I'm able to open up cans relatively easy. The bottle opener, I didn't get a chance to use the bottle opener at all. I'm not much of a drinker, so I didn't get any testing out of that, but I don't see as to why it wouldn't work. The flat end of this does work really good for some light prying. The awl on the Flagship works really good. I'm not much for sewing awl, so I didn't test that out, but it does bore holes in wood really good. There's enough of an angle on the awl to really get that wood to come out of the hole as you're boring. Helps drill that in deeper and pull that wood out of the way. But really the main talking point of these implements that really surprised me the most, and one of the reasons I wanted to have these two as a comparison, is the bit driver. Seems Nextool has copied the Leatherman bit driver. Surprised the mess out of me. So they've kind of did their own spin on it, how retention is and stuff. I guess you probably want to see them up close here. But they have even copied it down to them being flat in nature instead of 1/4 inch. They're so close, in fact, that I can take out my double-ended bit. I can get one out of my Leatherman bit kit, and a Leatherman bit will fit into a Nextool multi-tool. Pretty crazy thought. I mean, surprised it didn't come with a bit kit on top of that. But this multi-tool was so cheap, it didn't even come with a sheath. I had to supply my own, and I've been using a solid multi-tool sheath in order to carry this. But the simple fact that the Flagship Pro uses Leatherman's proprietary system for bits is quite crazy. And retention works really good. You know, doesn't accidentally fall out on you or nothing. Haven't had it explode during any high torque or anything. I haven't used this bit. I've been using the Leatherman ones because I know what these are made out of, and I know that I can put these through some abuse. So this here is just for looks. I haven't used the included bit at all. But how's it? How long will it last and be durable is the question. When it comes to pliers, last bit of the tool here. When it comes to pliers, the Leatherman Surge is far beefier. I mean, it's also a much bigger tool in comparison. So it's modeled after it, but it's not a direct copycat. But they definitely took a huge amount of inspiration from the Surge. The pliers are a lot like the Sailor Pro. There's not a whole lot of area in this part of the jaws to grab material with that's rounded in nature, nuts, bolts, etc. There is a decent amount of texture on the teeth, some good definition. Like with the Sailor Pro, they're saying that the jaws on this are 30 CR13. But then again, with replaceable cutters, I don't know if they mean these or the pliers. Sometimes I think Nextool's website needs to be updated to kind of point us in the right direction as exactly what materials are used on what part of the tool. Wire cutters are much better on this one. These are actually replaceable. These have a Torx head to replace them, and Nextool sells these replacements on their website. So that's definitely a better move forward over from the ones on the Sailor Pro that I have. Like the other ones, there's no texture on the end of the very end of the jaws, so gripping stuff, like trying to grip something like a penny off a table isn't going to be as easy with this tool. So there we go, guys. That is the Nextool Flagship Pro. I don't know if by flagship they mean it's the best of their tool line. But coming from the king of multi-tools, the Surge, I feel it probably has the right to be in Nextool's top of the line because it's copping a king. There you go, guys. Another tool from Nextool. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know how I did. I appreciate your feedback, guys. Thank you.